Hello again. I have another video for you today, looking once again at the breath. This time working also with Hasta Mudras, hand gestures, which work to direct the flow of energy and our breath actually through and into the body. So we begin right away, making sure that you're comfortable. I'm on my bolster today, but feel free to get yourself comfy on a chair, supporting your back if you need to. Once we're sat, we want the shoulders up, back and away from the ears, encouraging an opening around the area of the chest, an expansion in the chest. And we want the crown of the head to sit like an umbrella above the lower end of the spine. If your palms aren't turned up, turn your palms up, bring the hands close to your hip joints. We can keep the elbows fairly close to the body, staying weighted in the shoulder girdle. So we encourage this or facilitate this expansion in the chest. And then with your next breath out, if you can release all of your breath from your lungs, relax your body as you do so. And we'll do that a few more times, maybe taking your breath out through your mouth, looking to expel any stagnant breath from the lower lobes of the lungs. And then after your next breath out, bring your attention to your breath. And all we're going to do is observe the breath. Noticing what areas of your lungs are moving as you breathe. Perhaps if you can't feel the breath, then you can deepen your breath. Just enough that you have a sense of movement as you breathe. And then after your next round of breath, if you can lightly touch the tip of your index finger and thumb together and extend the other 3 fingers. This is Chin Mudra. You may notice as we bring the hands into Chin Mudra that you feel the subtle change of movement within your lungs as you breathe. Chin Mudra encourages the breath to move into the lower lobes of the lungs for a diaphragmatic breath. Energetically, it diverts energy from the head down to our root, having a grounding effect, reducing stress levels. So close your eyes, observe the flow of your breath. Being open to release and let go of any stress, any tensions from the mind and the body. Instead, just observing that flow of breath, the movement around the lower lungs as you breathe. We're aiming for 12 rounds of breath for each hand position. Taking another 3 rounds with the hands in this position, just observing the flow of your breath. And then after the next exhale, keeping the thumb and index finger as they are, just roll the other 3 fingers into the palm of your hand for Chin Mudra. You may notice now that the breath is moving more predominantly around the middle section of your lungs. Energetically here we draw energy to the area of the kidneys and the bladder, which in turn has a restorative effect on the water element within your body. It's said also to decrease depression. We see that link if we look how our emotions and water are connected, thus in restoring the water element within the body. It makes sense also we can increase our mood. So with your eyes closed, just watch the ebb and flow of your breath. Being mindful as you watch the flow of your breath, that you're also being restored and uplifted. We're taking another 3 more rounds of this breath. And after that 3rd round of breath, relaxing the hand, the fingers, the thumbs, releasing the hand position. Bring your thumb into the middle of your palm. We're going to roll the other 4 fingers over the thumb for Hasta Mudra. You may notice as we work with the hands in this position now, the breath moves to the upper lobes of the lungs. Drawing energy up into the throat, the area of the head. Having a real calming influence on the mind, on the nervous system. You can keep your eyes closed, watching and observing the flow of the breath. Checking for areas of tension in your body, softening the body. Allowing for this calming influence to wash and flow all over the body. Being open to let go of any stresses from your mind. As we observe the flow of the breath. Let's take another 3 rounds of this breath. And after that 3rd exhale, we're keeping the hands as they are, bringing the first and the second knuckle of the hands together for Brahma Mudra. We want to rest the hands underneath the breastbone, making sure that we're still relaxed round the shoulders, expansive across the chest. Noticing now the flow of the breath moving through and into the whole of the rib cage for a full lung breath. I like to deepen my breath here, bringing more oxygen into the body, energizing the body. Continuing to observe and watch the flow of the breath. As we inhale, drawing in fresh oxygen, new energy. Feeling the areas of the lungs, all areas of the lungs moving as you breathe, lower, middle, upper and the back of the lungs. Maybe just checking again that you haven't become tense or tight across the chest. We're taking 3 more rounds of this breath. Bringing in new life with each inhale. Releasing whatever needs to go as you exhale. And letting go of the practice with your next exhalation. And before I go, I'd just like to recap for a grounding effect. If your stress levels are high, you can work with Chin Mudra. If you feel you need a little more of a restorative practice, we can work with Chinmaya Mudra. If you're a little stressed out, manic in the brain, then we can work with Adi Mudra, looking to bring a bit of calmness to your day. And if you're lacking energy, then Brahma Mudra is a really nice one to really maximize the oxygen and energy you're bringing into your body. So I hope that was helpful for you today. Do enjoy your practice. If you have any questions, just drop me a comment. I'm happy to reply. Thank you for joining me.